Now that we understand how inline outline works, let's return to our drawing to apply this effect to our design. We can make sure our Select tool is chosen and select our circle. We can now click on the Inline Outline button tool, set our outline margin to 0.25, set the color to beige, and click the green checkmark button to accept the new outline. Let's make the outline a little thicker by using the outside control handle. Drag it out a little, and click the green checkmark button to accept the change. Let's create a gap between the leaves and the thick circle. To do this, we can create an outline of the leaves and then use those outlines as a stencil to cut out from the thick circle. First, let's select all the leaves that are overlapping the beige circle and click on the Inline Outline button. If we look at Design Central, there is this pull-down option. This allows us to create a backing to the outer outline if we want, or to make a compound object with the outline where the center acts as a whole. As an example, we used the compound method for our beige circle when we created the outline. As in the case of our leaves, we will choose to have the outline be a solid background. We also want to make sure that the Keep Original is enabled to ensure that we keep the leaves intact, and click the green checkmark button to accept the new outline. At this point, the outline is part of the original object and is considered an outline object. In this case though, we need to separate the outline from the original object, since it is the outline that we will be using as a stencil to cut out from the circle. This is where Separate Outline comes in. You see, anytime an object has an effect applied to it, it becomes one object, such as is the case of our outline here. To separate them, we right-click on them and can choose Separate Outline at the bottom. Keep in mind that there is always a button at the end of the Effect toolbar in case you like to click on the button. Let's go ahead and choose Separate Outline from the contextual menu. Next, we will select the black outline, along with the circle, and from the Weld tool, choose Cutout. Now we have a relief of sorts that adds to the interest of our design. Let's now change the text to a brush script font and present a problem you may have with other script fonts. Let's select the text, click on the Character Styling tab for this text, scroll down the font list, and choose Brush Script. Now let's decrease the tracking distance between the letters so that they are touching or overlapping a little. You may recall that this is done by using this handle here and move the letters closer together. We can now recenter the text to the middle of the circle, then resize it a little. And perform some other adjustments. Now it may look like we're done, but this has created a problem. Let's turn off the fills for a moment. Notice that where the letters overlap, they are not blended together. We really don't want this when cutting, because this will have the cutter cut these overlaps, creating unnecessary pieces. What we need to do is to have it so that all the letters are welded together to rid ourselves of these overlaps. To resolve this, we can simply click on the Weld tool, and there we have it. Now the lettering is attached, removing the little overlaps. Keep in mind though that once this is done, the text is no longer text, but is considered as an object. Thus, this should be the last step in the process. This is the end of the lesson.